Hollywood definitely has been a problem area simply because there are so many people who view this as a dream. And what happens is someone has power over these dreams. And what happens also is that you get tricked into thinking that this type of behavior is expected, that it's part of the job, that this harassment, abuse, even rape is part of your job description. And, you know, I sit here before you in this committee just as an example, because a lot of people don't believe that a person like me could actually be victimized. And what happened to me has happened to many, many other men in Hollywood. And since I came forward with my story, I have had thousands and thousands of men come to me and say, me too, this is my story. But I did not have the confidence, or I did not feel safe enough to come out, because what happens is, you know, you get blacklisted. Your career is in danger. After that, no one wants to work with you. And it is really, really important, I feel, to keep this conversation going. And another thing is, I heard time and time again about the rights that my predator had, but I was never told about the rights that I had as a survivor. And that was the wake-up call that I knew I had to be a part of what's happening here today in regards to the Sexual Assault Survivors Bill of Rights, because now if you know what you can do, you can actually do something about it.
You're a big, powerful man. Why didn't you?
Senator, as a black man in America,
say it as it is. I think it's important.
you only have a few shots at success. You only have a few chances to make yourself a viable member of the community. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I have seen many, many young black men who were provoked into violence, and they were in prison, or they were killed, and they're not here. My wife, for years, prepared me. She said, if you ever get goaded, if you ever get prodded, if you ever have anyone try to push you into any kind of situation, don't do it. Don't be violent. And she trained me. I'll be honest with you. It was the strength of my wife who trained me and told me, if this situation happens, let's leave. And the training worked. Because I did not go into my first reaction. I grabbed her hand, we left. But the next day, I went right to the agency, and I have texts, I have phone conversations, and I said, this is unacceptable. And I told them how, you know, I almost got violent, but I didn't. And I said, what are you going to do about this predator that you have roaming your hallways? And you know, I was told, we're going to do everything in our power. We are going to handle this, Terry. You're right, it is unacceptable. And then they disappeared. Nothing happened.